thinking back to when I was made redundant, it was a good 10-12 years ago now, but I remember the feelings very vividly. And I had quite a responsible job. I was the operational director in a big branded recruitment company in London, and they just made a commercial decision to restructure their sales regions, which meant that my job went. But I remember when they told me, I didn't hear your job is going, I just heard you are going. And I felt, I was incredibly shocked. I was quite embarrassed because I took it very, very personally. Of course, I was worried about what I was going to do. Would I be able to find anything else, given that I had been rejected, and this role that I had, even though I didn't really enjoy it that much by the end, but I had put my heart and soul into it, and it was gone. So the thing that I was doing 55, 60, 65, 70 hours a week was taken away from me. And it's that feeling of not having any choice in the matter that is very, very difficult. And if I'm honest, I felt quite ashamed because I took it as a real personal slight. And now I see, particularly post the financial crash in 2008, 2009, this happens all the time. When you're going through it yourself, it doesn't matter if there's 3 or 20 other individuals that are experiencing the same thing. It's so difficult not to take it personally. And sometimes it is a case of your face just doesn't fit. For me, I think it was, well, the fact that the company actually rehired me in the long run shows that really it was just a commercial thing. But I took it so personally, and I really struggled with it. It took me a long time to get back on my feet, and but the shock of it was actually quite a good thing, I remember, because much like when you go through any sort of trauma with your family, there might be somebody who's unwell, you have to just get in there and deal with the drama of it. There's something quite clinical happens, and you can separate yourself from the event. And that really helped me, actually, because when I went through the consultation process, even though I did take the whole thing very personally, I was able to keep the situation separate, be quite clinical, and negotiate myself a really decent tax-free settlement. So then I had a little bit of a cushion to work out what I wanted to do next. But at the time, it's very, very difficult, and I still look back on it as a real milestone in my life. I worked out a lot about myself after that job, after the rug was taken out from under me, and it ultimately was a really positive thing. And once I'd had some space from it, I could actually look at what the learns were and how did I show up in that company. Was there anything that I wanted to change? But it's very difficult when it's you, and I would just counsel you, if you are going through it or facing it, you will get through to the other side. You will take some positives from it. I know it's frightening when you're worried about the financials, but just try and be as clinical as you can and separate yourself and your feelings from the event as you go through the negotiations. You want to make sure that you have the best settlement for you, and then you can regroup later on and work out what it is you can take from the experience and how you move on stronger.